going on, everybody? Welcome back. Hello, hello, hello. So we've got one thing to we're gonna be checking on it each night this week. Minor little thing. We're gonna be looking to see if anyone is threatening us in True Sim. I guess we won't be able to really tell if they're threatening, more if they've finished already and how they stack up. But last night, we put ourselves in a very good position to go out and try and win one. We're just gonna go and see if anybody, went to town today and did anything about it. Yeah, what's going on, Liam? True Sim course was next level bad. I mean, it was definitely more break. Some tough breaks and such, but I don't know. I think it was, there were only a couple of holes that were like really bad. All right, so we got bot going 26, but we're still looking at the lead on countback here. I think Bubs would be the one that I'd maybe be concerned about. I think Bubs through two was like 2 back of us. I mean, that's still a tall task to overcome on this course, but hey, what's going on, Jim? How we doing today? All right, so I'm testing something out on my end. I'm gonna have to remember at the start of each stream to do it, but I'm testing out with the vertical stream having the vertical chat like baked into my OBS window. I gotta do some tweaking of OBS, I think. But all in all, I'm hopeful with how it's gonna play out. I did notice that we dropped a couple of frames. Let me just make sure that there's nothing crazy there. Okay, no. So we're connected to the right spot. Almost broke your wrist trying to strike a ball that appeared to be in the rough, but was also on a tree root. Ah. That hurts. That hurts just thinking about it. Okay. So this is saying new weekly quest, Morikawa's Mastery. Oh, I think I misread that earlier. I think when I was reading that, yeah, it's just a quest. When I read it on Twitter, I thought, oh, there's more challenges. But it's more of this. Play 3 rounds as Colin Morikawa, beat him in my career. It's just like, it's not, I don't know, maybe there's somebody out there that finds these things enjoyable. It's just not something that I have any care for. Hey, what's going on, Travis? We're just getting ready to get warmed up. Maybe, I don't know, we could play ranked tours, but like, at this point, like, it's not like we're in need of VC, which is like the only thing for us to get out of it. Hey, look at that. We finished 3rd the last time we played. I mean, I don't know. We could try and let's just see what the it's all about the participation rewards, I guess, but like I don't really care. Yeah, I mean, like I could play a tournament to get a swing path fitting, but like they don't cost a lot. It's just, yeah. I'm sure somebody out there likes grinding for this stuff. I just, not interested. All right, let's play like Kinetic or something to warm up, maybe. Kinetic, and then we've got 2 rounds of Plat. So we'll see what we can do with that. Pipe the driver, but 3 times drove it into divots on the fairway. That's unlucky. That's very unlucky. Alright, let's see what Kinetic's got. We could probably play CC. I don't know if like shootout week CC would be better. I mean, probably the smartest thing would be for me to take a look at Plat settings. Let's do that. Why not? I don't know anything about the course. Let's take a look at Plat settings, and then we'll just go through Elite Kinetic and Challenge Circuit and see what has the closest settings. Just to get us kind of tuned into the feel. Lucky the Irish just skipped you. I mean, in a weird way, it is luck. It's just in the bad way, right? Like, you got the low percentage chance, just the other direction, right? All right, so high, firm, and default fast. So what are we talking there? What's the default fast here? 10.2, so quick. That's basically up there close to a very fast green. Sports basically rage bait. Yeah, but you come back for the one good shot, you know? You get that one good shot and it just sucks you right back in. Hey, thank you for the luck ears. Yeah, I took a look at the Plat leaderboard, and it looks like you're gonna need to shoot at least like 22 under for us to make the cut this week. Medium, very firm, medium, fast. Yeah, what's going on, bot? How we doing, dude? The rest of Trusoon treat you well? How did you find it? Got the game last week, been grinding, can't get the hand of the bias swing. Tips on that? So the tips that I try and give are try and treat it like real life. You want to set up holding your controller, like your posture, your grip, the same every time, right? So play around with left thumb, right thumb, left stick, right stick. Find what you can be the most consistent with. Try fade bias, try draw bias. Whatever combination gets you swinging the most consistently, then work from there. But if you have the same swing, you have same posture and grip every time, you're going to be able to, eliminate more variables, be more consistent on the inputs. From there, it's kind of just like going based on feel more than real. Okay, we're gonna play CC because the greens are quick. Yeah, but for me, it's like yesterday, I felt like I had to swing way up to the left on my follow through, even though I'm a draw bias. The swing is out to the right. I felt like I had to finish on the inside left part of my thumb. So focus more on feels than I gotta swing left to right or I gotta swing right to left. See how you hold it and what's comfortable, and then go from there. But it's, in my opinion, it's a lot of eliminate variables and feel versus real. Finish at 26 under. I mean, not terrible. This week was an odd one. This week was definitely an odd one. Because I felt like it was certain holes definitely just gave me issues. way too far in the right, in the rough on a tree root, then maybe advance it 25 yards. Up against the rake. Oh no. First try a truce in this. Yeah. It's. You definitely need reps with it. You definitely need to have reps with it. And like sometimes certain courses or certain like conditions just don't suit you. Or some really suit you, you know? Like for me, like there are weeks where I just get, like I just can read the greens. Other weeks I can't quite get a feel for them, and some weeks I just like lock into the speed and yeah, the breaks just suit my eye. What's going on, Samuel? I have 7 hole-in-ones if you don't count the challenges. Once you start bringing the challenges into play, I have, you know, closer to 20. Okay, so that takeaway needs to be way more inside. Hey, how's it going, Otaku? Yeah, and like that track, even though it was the 121 greens, I think because it's LiDAR, it definitely wanted to get away from you a little bit on some of the breaks. Like, it could move off. There were a couple of hole locations that were certainly questionable. But overall, you just had to, like, be prepared to play break on some of them. Hey, what's going on, Joe? Catching me on YouTube here and there this year? Hey, White Sox beating the Philly. Dude, I don't know what's happened this series. I don't know what's happened this series. It's not one that we should be losing, but it's funny too because like the Phillies got the Twins closer, you know, but like then you're losing a game like this. Now it's a bullpen game, and Taijuan Walker's been pretty bad for a while now. But with Nola out, you know, it's like you're just trying to make do. It sucks because, like, he pitched okay. Why am I pulling the swing so much? Yeah, the bullpen guy gave up a bunch of hits. Not good. Not good. It's my uneven lie calculation. Red slope, 20 yards at 200, 10 at 100. When you're saying uneven lie calculation, Jim, are you talking like left to right lie? Oh, I hope you stay healthy, yeah. I mean, in any sport, health is definitely a big part of it. %. This kicks right the way that I'm hoping. Would be very good. I mean, that's perfect control. That thing just jumped a bit more straight. I was thinking it was gonna kick out to the right. Ironicity, we have 2 albatrosses in this game. My IRL golf game, not very good. Not proximity, what's going on, Pseudo? Oh yeah, thank you for the proximity clarification this morning. I was certainly in need of it. Okay, this is short. I left the face open. How close have I been to an ace on a par 4? Within the last week, I rattled one off the pin and I put one to 3 feet yesterday. So we've been close twice in the past week. Was it 57%? Dang. TGC Plat player in 2K25, anything within 10 feet should be makeable 95% of the time. I definitely hit below that average. I would be curious though, like I'd be curious if you like sum together the shorts and mediums, what the overall percentage is. I would probably be closer to 90. I'd probably be closer to 90. Which is not great, but that's why I don't win. That's why I don't win Plat. I'm like over adjusting that. I don't know. There's something with I think my swing path right now. It's a little bit off. Feeling like I'm having to force it. You break down the 2K25 trailer some months back. You're equally hesitant about the angled swing, but you really come to appreciate it. I've enjoyed it. It's definitely, I don't know. It's one of those things where like when you miss, like you definitely get punished. Yeah, tempo was more difficult, I think. Just generally speaking. Yeah, but ultimately I think, this new swing is less hardware dependent. I think it's harder to detect straight up cheats. Just because this game, like, with the angled swing, like straight up and down was like a very easy thing to detect. This game, not so much. Gotta fix that swing, Pat. Just the swing. I'm just a little bit off tonight. Josh, welcome back for 2 months. Thank you for choosing to use your Prime sub over here. I hope you continue to enjoy your faces. Yeet, welcome back. 90 versus 95% might be 1 to 2 birdie putts per round. Down by exactly. Like it's a very small thing. I was trying to figure out why my phone was blowing up. It's literally... Okay, that's why. Because Discord defaulted to having my to having push notifications. I don't need push notifications on. Only mentions. Don't need to be notified on everything in the Discord server. Okay. Man, I'm just not getting that swing path to where I need to. I don't know why. Hey, get in there, Yeet. 15 streams in a row, man. That's impressive stuff. Thank you for the consistency. All right. 183, 176. You're gonna get wind, it's gonna be kinda uphill. Trying to hit something straight. I guess tough part there is like it's a choke shot. It's a choke shot up the hill, so the wind there, when I'm like going through all of that calculation, that's the missing piece. Hey, what's going on, Tuminator? Welcome on in, Raiders. Hope you had a good stream. What's up, what's up, what's up? We're just getting warmed up, trying to get the thumb situated on the sticks. For whatever reason, we're a little bit off at the moment. Too accurate. John, welcome back. Dion, what's going on? How's the IRL golf game? Not good. I'm like a 27 handicap. I'm significantly better at virtual golf than I am in real life. Significantly. Sheesh. That had some like weird movement at the end where it like broke less in the beginning and then more at the end than I had thought. Proximity to not proximity. Yeah, that was... I ended up de-lofting it too much, which was a little unexpected. Pulling it. How many people play Plat this late on Wednesday? Cutland's at 21 right now. You're at 23. I mean, you'll get a couple people late, maybe, Josh, but not enough to move it that far. I don't think. Would definitely be surprised. 68. 75. Oh, this could be really good. Just shaved it a little bit off. Favorite and least favorite shot types? I don't really have a favorite and least favorite. I mean, I guess least favorite would be all the ones that I don't use. So like bump and run and runner and like those sorts of things. I don't think I've hit a singular runner. It's 400 yards. Is there's not. It's just like a really awkward tee shot. Yeah, runner is like the one shot type I've never used. I guess recovery as well. I don't even have recovery unlocked. I mean, I guess somebody's gotta use it and love it, but if I'm being completely honest, we just spend so little time in the rough. Well, the wind got me there. Nice. Love that. Only one player showed up on the leaderboard, so I guess there's only a handful. Yeah, like I play late on Wednesday, but there's not really that many that are playing as late as I am, I don't think. Tristan gave you Nightwares. Waiting to see if you make the Plat playoff with 17 under right now. Cutting it close to the one demo that knocks you out. Oh no. Yeah, that's not such a fun spot to be, no. How is it? Oh, I shaped it too much. Well, that was certainly unexpected. That works. That works. We're like starting to find our swing points. It's weird though, because like I'm definitely feeling like I'm swinging more left to left right now, but whatever. If that's the feeling that gives me consistent points, then I'll take it. Play any offline? What, you mean like career mode and stuff? I mean, we grinded out the career mode, so like at this point I don't really have much else to do. 83.79? I'm gonna kind of play the backstop. I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea. Probably not. Yeah, I thought about going up the club, because that's, you like go to play the backstop, but you don't actually get the backstop. That was fun, because that turned Yeah, that was push open and blew off. Somebody sent me a friend request. I don't know who that is. Oh, off stream? Not really, no. I haven't recorded, like, we were streaming. Gosh darn it, it's still sending me. Why do I have push notifications? Do I have to do it on my phone? Is that the problem? Stop sending me push notifications. Notifications. Mobile push notifications. Go away. It's supposed to just send them to me when I mentioned anyway, but not the case. But yeah, off stream. So I only play off stream pretty well if I'm like, very rarely if I'm like checking something, right? Like I'm trying to maybe work something out. Yeah, whether it be like something putting or chipping or whatever. But yeah, for the most part, I haven't recorded a video specifically for YouTube in a really long time. Just haven't had anything that I wanted to make, and you know, nobody's been pressing me much. So those would be the only times that I would like play offline. Like I was doing a Legend True Sim career mode. Thing is with it all, it just takes a bunch of time, and time is not something that I have a ton of. Camel Chaser, welcome back. Matt, what's going on? Matt Quicklin. Well, there you go. There's the Grandmaster that sent me the friend request. How are we all doing this evening? If you go down to Elite, you don't care. Should cruise pretty far with the money list placing. Feels more like home to you anyway. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're like comfortable with it, right? Like, I think the thing that would stink is probably somebody that was like in Plat hanging on, but didn't have an elite career to fall back on, and so you just straight up missed the playoffs. I mean, I guess you could technically, in the first week of the playoffs, like, play yourself into the tournament, but you don't get any, like, freebies. Fortunately for Plat, like, we are locked for week 2. The first week will just be a good tune-up for the championship type of deal. But from there, we gotta finish well. I don't know how you sit that one down nicely. I mean, I suppose that works. I don't know if we landed it on the green. That probably would have been a bit softer of a landing. I mean, I'll take the scoring that we've got. It's not all the way up at the top. But we're also, I don't know, it took us a little while to get our swing intact. Like, now we're starting to hit it. Skill gap between Plat and Elite massive? You're having trouble breaking par when you've played a few Plat rounds? Yeah, there's a big jump in difficulty there. Because it's difficulty of, like, the actual swing difficulty goes up for Master to Legend. The course difficulty and conditions go up, generally speaking, and the level of competition. You know, because when you look at the, like, if you were to look at, like, a skill curve, so to speak, right? Like, the number 1 ranked player in the world versus number 2 versus number 3, 4, 5 to 10 to 15 to 30, like, it is a big fall off, and you get a bigger clusters the further from first you get, right? So Plat, you theoretically at any given time have the top 75 to 100 players playing, but even within that, there's a huge skill gap. You know, drop to Elite and you get the next 100 or so, whatever, 150. You know, pick your number. That 150 are closer in skill than the 100 above them. You know, so as you get up to that top layer and you start asking more of the players too, because the difficulty of what they're doing is more. You know, the faster greens with, you know, faster, firmer setups on tougher tracks, like that's something in and of itself that's experience based, that those good players have extra experience with. And whenever you crank conditions up, the better players are affected less. Right? Like, better players are just affected less. And so as you crank it up, like the weaker players in those tours just get, you know, decimated by comparison. Good run in Plat already? You went after you went 110 events in Elite across 3 games just to finally get here? That's why it's felt like, well, that's, yeah, and that's fair. That's fair. Like, Plat, for me, has felt like home, you know, by comparison. Because I spent 3 weeks in CCA, 3 in Kinetic, 3 in Elite, and then I got in Plat in 2K21. I qualified into Elite on 2K23, and in a few weeks we were out of Elite and up to Plat, and then I qualified into Plat in this game. Yeah, so like on the complete flip side, this is my home. I mean, I'm playing CC right now, but you know what I mean. Should hit into the upslope. I don't know if it'll kill it enough, but it puts it on a pretty good path. And it still gets that much release, even into a headwind and landing it into that upslope. What time am I streaming until, Matt? We'll be streaming until probably 10:30, 10:45 p.m. Eastern. I'm Eastern Standard Time as well. Or I guess Eastern Time as well. Joa, how's it going? Pretty good day. Did a $100 to 1K challenge. Went a bit over at 1.4K off the tennis. Cashed out early on a bet too. Also like 550 extra. What? So the bet would have cashed had you held on. I mean, obviously you're talking like risk aversion and stuff there, right? Like. Ooh. Yeah, you're guaranteeing your earnings there. Yeah, that's not always gonna pay out. Okay, so we finished a lot stronger once we started to get our swing down. You like being in the forgotten time zone, Suda? What are you, Mountain? Or what? You're not gonna play Witcher 3 right now? Nice, man. I played. Let me see. When did we play through the Witcher franchise? Because I played 1, 2, 3, I think all in a row. 2018, 2019, yeah. So I finished The Witcher 1 in December of 2018, Witcher 2 March of 2019, and then I finished Witcher 3 June of 2019. Kind of crazy that it's been that long since we played through those games. I feel like I should play Witcher 4 when it does eventually get here. But it's just been so long. I like the Witcher TV show, but I don't love that that Geralt's getting recast. That kind of has me very concerned. And the fact that like we knew that going into things like made me a bit disconnected on the last season when I watched it. East Coast games start at 5 p.m. West Coast games start at 8 p.m. Best of both worlds. It was crazy, Sudo. When we went and visited our friends in Hawaii last year, watching a Monday night football game at like 1 in the afternoon or whatever it was wild. Like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Because it was that, and then I think like Sunday, like the 1 o'clock games are starting at like 7 a.m. Witcher 4, Elder Scrolls 6, Race to the Finish. Well, speaking of like games that are going to take a while to come out, you've got the one that I'm looking forward to, and we will definitely play on stream, is Hollow Knight Silksong. But that game was supposed to come out a while ago, and it's just kind of been sitting on it. Apparently, at one of the upcoming conventions, they have a booth with a demo that you can play, so maybe it's actually getting close, but it was supposed to come out several years ago. We've been told multiple times that it'll be out within a year, but nothing. So, who freaking knows? Who knows? Down to break third set, it was either cash out at 430 or let it ride to 980. Yeah, I mean, most times you're gonna, yeah. It's probably wise to cash out in the positive. I mean, they're hoping that you hold out and then lose. Like it's, yeah. There's so much to gambling that I don't know that I'm mentally capable of. All 3 during winter break as a college and freshman. Surprised you remember so much of it. I remember like certain scenes. I do appreciate that I played the first ones, because in the third one, like there's side stuff. You can play the third one isolated, but there were definitely some side characters and things that I was like, I know who that guy is. I know who that guy is. You want a 1v1 Grandmaster? I don't really do the 1v1 thing, man. What's going on, Blue? 2-leg parlay with a bet of 350, so you're up 80. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't think I'm the type to be okay losing $350. I'd rather just spend it on something that I would get value out of. But everybody's built differently. Everybody's built differently. All right. So, we got to take a quick 3-minute break here, and then we will hop into Plat. Appreciate everybody hanging out and being here this evening. Just normal reminder, if you're watching on vertical, we do have horizontal on YouTube and Twitch. If you would prefer, if you like vertical better, that's all right. I just like to throw it out there, because sometimes people don't know. Yeah, so 3-minute break. Then we've got rounds 1 and 2 of the Platinum Tour coming up. We got to shoot like 22 under to make the cut, so hopefully we've got some good golf in us this evening. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. Love the Mario Kart stream. Ready for golf tonight? Welcome back, Doctor. Is it Dr. DR? What do you prefer? I'm still upset with myself that I botched the Mario Kart was supposed to be on YouTube and Twitch with the horizontal, and I put it on the vertical and not the horizontal. I messed that all up so bad. Hey, take it easy, Pseudo. All right. If I keep talking, we're never going to get anywhere. Be right back.
It's raining.
Ads. I don't know why, because I don't feel like I move that much. But like I have one of those, I'm sure I've said this many times before, but I have one of those like hard plastic things for underneath my office chair because it's on carpet, just so it rolls around. It like slides forward and then it like bumps into the leg of my desk and then starts to like rub at like the corner, which like chips off the wood and paint and stuff, but also then makes it like make this huge squeaking sound. Such a pain. I feel like when I first got it, it didn't move at all. I don't know. It's like weird conspiracy of like I never had a problem, and then the first time it like I don't know if I moved it or whatever. First time that it happened, it hasn't stopped since. It's like every day I have to move it back at least once. At least once. Hey, good luck to you, Quicklin. Good luck to you, man. Also, on a completely random note, because I was just thinking about it on the break. Anybody else super excited for the weather shift coming? At least my fellow, Northeasters. It was in the 90s, like low 90s, not even including the real feel, whatever. It's like a real feel of over 100 today, I think. The high like 92, and it's supposed to be like 76 to 80 for like the next week. I am so looking forward to the little bit of reprieve. August is still typically pretty hot, so I don't think we're quite like heading towards fall quite yet. But it's a step in the right direction. 120 in Tampa? Ew, because like I know 120 air, like I've been in Phoenix in July, August, like I've felt upwards of 120 out there, but that's dry. Tampa's not dry. Tampa is not dry. What's going on, sorry expert? Oh, we're in Maryland. I used to live off of 270 years ago. South Carolina, high 90s. Currently 8 o'clock and it's 92. Feels like 105. Ew, it's 9 o'clock here and it's down to 80 at least. But yeah, that's yuck. All right, so what do we got? What do we got for Plat? Osprey Bay by Irish Golf. Playing off the tips, high winds out of the southwest, firm, default firmness, and default fast. So it's basically very fast, or close to it, like 180s or something. And default firmness to me typically implies a little more pep in your step than the regular firmness. So we'll see how it plays. But yeah, let's get after it. Hopefully our swing is on point. Hopefully our reads are on point. We can play some good golf here. What up, boss guy? Stats? All of them. No, I have my driver is spec'd out to 99 power. Basically, my build is focused on swing path and contact. So I have like low 90s or upper 80s on my swing path and contact. I have to power drive the first freaking hole here. Okay, well, there's our swing points. I've got like 79 or 81 power, and then my driver is focused fully to power. Putter is towards weight and rhythm over contact and swing path. Hey, good evening, RJ. Someone say power drive, JB? I did. Baltimore area? Okay. Buddy of mine's from up that way. Need to refresh my brain on what that. Please hold. Please hold as I. Oh, he's up from Bel Air. That's what it is. I couldn't Little bit north. So that's too short. I underswung it, which now has me concerned. 2% underswing. That would have been close. That would have been close. I mean, that was good feel. It just didn't come off the face the way that I'd hoped. All right, I got cute with it, trying to like bounce it up and get it close. We're still birdie in the first. Probably supposed to be 85 though. Yeah, 85, especially after all that heat. Definitely is a nice change of pace. Okay, so let's take a look here. If we get into this bunker, it's a long pick shot, so that's not ideal. Get close to like 270 on the carrot. Yeah, you're gonna have to. This will be fun. Underswung it by 1%. Oh, I under-rhythmed it too. Eh. It's tough, because like you kinda, in a way, have to get cute with it. If I chip, it's super quick, and that's the part that scares me. 26. %. I underswung it by that much? Really? Okay. Don't love that. As much as I hate this, I feel like I should putt it, because I struggle to hit the marks. I struggle to hit the marks, and I feel like I have a better chance here. No. Oh, just barely. Whew. Just barely. Everyone should identify their weaknesses. From there you can respec and add figs until you see improvements. Don't copy someone else. Yeah, like my build is definitely not built for everyone. You know, I put zero care into like recovery and stuff because I like shaping the ball. That's how I work my way around the course, and I don't find myself, you know, in the rough and the bunker all that much. Right, so like I play in a way that is not great for most. Underswing. That is a really good line. I just don't hit 100%. We'll take the breakout. Okay, at least we left ourselves in a good spot. Gotta finish my swing. Gotta finish my swing. Recently moved to Frederick, Maryland yourselves? Love it as your introduction to living in the Eastern time zone for the first time in your lives. I was up in Frederick a couple of times. I mean, I've driven through Frederick on 270 a ton. I pulled it. Of course, as I'm speaking of, I don't find myself in the rough too often. Well, end up in the rough too often, I guess is the better way. 95 overall. Yeah, the last couple points up to 99 definitely can help, but I think once you get to like 90, you know, you can definitely expect yourself into an overall build that is quite functional. That wind moving around is not kind. It's creeping. It's creeping back towards not hurting as much. Oh, that's mean. That's mean. That'll play. Hey, did they put the pitching wedge in with the irons? I had to put the same fittings on both. I mean, you could technically put a pitching wedge in from a different set and put a different set of fittings on them. Like, that's the only way to make, like, unique length clubs within the same set is to intentionally mismatch the sets. It's a little bit finicky, but... I left the face open, but I did aim that out to the left. You can do that? Yeah. Yeah, as long as it's from a different set. But you can't, yeah, you can't have it by, like, default. Blew the first 2 rounds, we shot 54 in the 3rd round. Nice, man. Love that. 50-degree wedge. The 50-degree wedge, the weird thing with it, at least to me, it feels like it plays almost like an iron. Okay, I got 101, a little rhythm power. Yeah, there we go. Maybe a touch far, but I was trying to fly it onto the green, onto that downslope, as opposed to landing it on the downslope on the fairway. If I was short, that would have been the problem. Okay, good start. Good start, good start, good start. Yeah, I've been to a Frederick. It's the Frederick Keys, right? That's their minor league team. I've been to a Frederick Keys game before. Oh no. I'm gonna put myself in the water again, aren't I? Yikes. Out of the light rough. Yeah, that was 100%. That was 100% on me, not, I just, like, I let my swing get away from me. For some reason, my follow through, I just let out to the side. Really don't have a good excuse. That's 2 water balls on par 5s this week between Plat and True Sim. That was a dumb one. That was a dumb one. Minor League Summer Showcase kind of team now? Okay. Yeah, I mean, when I went to that game, it was 2000 and... I don't know, I was working there from... I don't know, that might have been back in 2015 or something. 2015, 2016. Oh no, I pulled it. Getting off on my... Yeah, I've been struggling this time on the swing path. But I've been just a bit off on my swing points tonight. And those are obviously massively critical in this game. This gets a little bit of release out of the sand, we could be a-okay. How's Plat so far, Smithers? Well, we've not parred yet. We've not parred yet. Five birdies, then a bogey, and then a birdie. So it's going. If I just go 206, will it get 15 yards? It feels like that is going to play a little bit of a headwind. Distance was great. Just you can't be 5 yards left of the hole. You can't be 5 yards left of the hole. Underswung it. I think even if that's on, I think we're still low. Went into the 18th shot, one behind Raining Acid, then hit 2 in the water and made a snowman. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's tough. 2 in the water is certainly no fun. Yeah, I mean, outside of a couple of it, we've been hitting our swings for the most part. Putting it in the water on a par 5 is definitely more than a one-stroke swing, though. Like that was a bad one to put it in the water. 'Cause then we couldn't even get it in onto the green the next shot from where we had to drop. Nice and smooth. That's more like it. That's more like it. Yeah, I probably on that par 5 would think I dropped at least two shots. You play Innisbrook a lot IRL. I know Innisbrook tends to be pretty tough even in the game, from what I remember. Now we're starting to cook a little bit. Alright, so we've got 12, maybe play 13, 14, which would be right up around that like 70 something mark. I feel it. Feel that I didn't get that one over to the left enough. Nope. Nope, not a bad swing except for the part where I missed the swing path. It just sucks because like the chip swing path has like no forgiveness to it, whereas if you miss on the putt, you're fine. What is that upslope? 302? Uh-oh. Hit the pin? Over the pin. Over the pin and far away. I thought the choked would maybe come out a little bit shorter than that. Okay. Heavy rough, not a terrible lie. It probably comes out close to there. Should still release. I'm gonna go one extra club. Didn't need to. I also misjudged that. Also misjudged that. Okay, I mean we're still up and down. Like it's I have to look at everything through the correct lens. Like it's still up and down. Gotta go for like the more up and down for birdie. Go for the left side of this fairway. Just bump it out there with the choke driver. Like, I want to be down in full wedge territory. That's all I'm ever going for. If anybody wants to know, it's not a secret to my game, but one of the things that I try and do is give myself wedges. 100% wedge shots, and just try and work the shot out from there. I gotta get like 7 yards or something on the bounce. That. Don't want to be closer than 90 yards. If it's a headwind, then maybe, and it also depends on the whole location. Like, one thing, you know, I think sometimes we get in this mindset of like, I have to be, I want a 60-degree wedge, I want a 60-degree wedge, I want a 60-degree wedge. If I have a headwind and it's a tight pin, I might not want a 60-degree wedge, because you're gonna get so much backspin. So if you've got like a tiered green type pin situation, like, I might want to lay up to an 8-iron or something, where I know that on even on very high winds, like an 8 or a 7-iron might plant with very little action, because part of the art is spin control, right? Part of the art of the game is managing your spin. We're playing a little bit more of a slinger shot here. Underswung it. I'm hitting a little bit under what I want to today. Like, not finishing my swing. The right idea, just overplayed the wind a little bit, because that's definitely the line I want to be taking. Yeah, like, if you have a tailwind, I want a 60-degree. If I have a headwind and I have green to work with, I'll still take a 60. But if you've got like crazy high winds in like a tight location where like you're worried about spinning it back off the green, like, you have to really understand how much wind is playing in your face and like how strong it's gonna play. Yeah, I mean, I think one thing that I don't do on Plat or Truism is like try and I mean, not on Plat, is like do this sort of visualization. It's tough though when the greens get this firm. Or not this firm. When the greens get this fast. Come on, man. Sometimes it's just really hard to tell because they move so much. Biggest thing Plat's taught you is pick your landing spot and be okay with the miss, but know where you want to miss. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the smart way to play. I don't factor my misses as much as I should. You know, I play the smart game where I tell myself I'm gonna always hit where I want to be. Probably part of my issue is But there are some times where it's like accepting that you're gonna have a putt and where do you want to putt from, or where's the flat part, you know, all that stuff. How is that not 100% swing? Gosh darn it. Come on, big kick off the fairway to save me. Okay, I get lucky because it's a fairway kick. I don't know what I'm doing, though, to... I don't know what I'm doing to freaking underswing so much. Hey, Zayden, welcome back. Pulls back there, downhill into wind. A little bit. Okay, well, I closed it, which is a different miss than we've been having. That might work out decently well. I don't know that it's going to have enough speed to get down towards the hole. Not the worst way that could have ended. Well, made the adjustment then, I guess, the other way and overread the putt. Okay. We have two par fives in the last 3 holes, which is nice. I'm just kicking myself for that par 5 earlier because I know we lost like 2 strokes to the field on that one. I know we lost like 2 strokes to the field on that one. You bogey a par 5, it's probably playing like a birdie hole. Okay. So, what's gonna happen is we're gonna land short. What we need is like an overpower up the right-hand edge of the green here. We got 102. Oh, it's not gonna get... Oh, it gets a bit of a left kick. We're just gonna get stuck back here. I'm not gonna have enough momentum. Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be a tough 2-putt. Just try and feel something out. 63%. That's decent. Decent. I guess, I don't know. Technically, to get the distance to take 3-wood in there, like I would have needed a power drive off the tee, but I don't know. I don't know what the power drive, like how you get what you need there. just with the way that the tree and everything cut stuff off with the headwind. This is Plat, Zayden. This is Plat round 1. Okay, 151 yards. You'd have to get that rolling on the ground. Alright, that's the right shot. Yo, what up, B-Dan? What up, dude? It's going well. It's going well. Put one in the water early in the round. We started 5 under through 5 and then put one in the water and took a bogey on the first par 5. So that one was most unfortunate for the game plan. Push open. That's unfortunate double cross. Get away with it though. I don't have, not the driver off the deck would be the play, but three. I'm just trying to get it down somewhere by the green, but not with the water in play. So if we're on the green, if we're just off the green, I'm okay with any of it. When the next qualifiers are, they run a qualifier every week, Zayden. I don't know. It's playoffs next week, so they may shut down qualifying. Qualifying might get shut off the next 3 weeks, and then we get into an in-between period. So at the start of the next season, I think would be the next time you'd be able to try and qualify. Hey, what's going on, Russianator? Partial spinners, man. The partial spinners. They just don't get the job done for me. Trying to hit that exact spot, I'm like always off. I'm just always off on it. Swing hard. See, but there's like that much break, like, I don't know, like, should I be trying to play a chip or something? There's probably a better way to go about that. 11 under is solid enough, but like, we need a... Yeah, that's flirting danger close to the cut line. That's flirting danger close to the cut line. So we're gonna need a big round 2. We're gonna need a big round 2. Ah man, yeah, that water ball is hurting even more. On the edge of the green, like, there's got to be something better. There's got to be something better. The spinner's a nice shot, but Yeah, 2% over there, and we're long gone, and you don't get the roll. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I don't know. I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. We're gonna try and make this cut here in round 2. We're gonna take a quick 2-minute break, and then we will be right back. 22 under is the current cut line, so we got to double up on what we just did or better to squeak in. No hole-in-ones. No hole-in-ones, Matt, unfortunately. All right, I will be right back.
It's raining.
Ads. You prefer the pitch shot, Zayden? The hard thing for me, man, is I suck at partials, and I think when we go and like do our upgrades and stuff in the new season, I'm gonna have to work some stuff around and give a little bit more love to transition, I think, because my short game accuracy on transition is not great. Very high, soft, moderate, fast. So I'm assuming that first round was the one we were supposed to score on, given that we've got very highs here. But I'm going to try and, I don't know, keep it out of mind here and just play one shot at a time and see if we can't do some damage. Of course, push open. Now we're not going to get the par 5 into. Good job, Colby. Good start, good start. That's the swing we were looking for. Okay, gotta go up and down. Gotta go up and down. Big windy. Don't love that. I moved it one click at the end. Oh, that was scary. Okay. Preferred range on third shot, but I can't get there in 2. Most times, I mean, obviously it's wind dependent, but most times I'm going to be looking at, yeah, my 60 degree. I'm going to be looking at something around 100. It depends on the wind. I might need less or more depending on if it's headwind or tailwind. 15-mile-an-hour wind. I don't want to go long, but that's short. Okay. Because that's pickable. Lob wedge flop personally? I mean, it depends on grain of salt. Like, if I don't have to partial something, like, that's ideal. Like, whatever gives me the fullest shot. I just trust my 100%. Now, if it's crazy high winds and stuff, I might try and get it a little bit closer. %. So like this is a shot that I struggle with. Cuz it's partialed, right? Like that's always a big weakness. But yeah, like if I have pretty tame conditions, I'm going to probably just go for a full shot. 51. $15-mile-an-hour wind. I feel like I'm just off on the wins. I've had some that I was under, and now I feel like I'm adjusting and I'm way over. Ashley, this is PGA Tour 2K25. Okay, good. It breaks all of it at the end, so I started to get scared. Deceptive greens at this place, Classy? What in particular? That open, but it's into the wind, so it's okay. Just gotta make sure that I finish my approach more left. $15 miles an hour crossing here. Probably gotta get close to like the 12-yard mark, right? Yeah, it's probably gonna get close to the 12. And everything, we'll play at like 11 extra yards. So that'd be like pin high. That would be 8 yards short with the 50 degree. Took too much off. Took too much off of it. We're in a decent spot, though. There's like a tiny, tiny bit of movement. Maybe you put this just on the left edge. Let it roll back. Not extreme by any stretch, but you missed a lot of putts that you thought were going in when you hit them. Just subtly off from what you're seeing, gotcha. Closer to 18 miles an hour, Camel. So this is 16. If it's just touching the tip, it's 15. It's just past it, so I'm reading this as a 16 mile an hour wind. Why they release PGA games once every 2 years? I mean, it's not like you've got like a big roster and stuff to update, which that's already another discussion in and of itself of like, should games be released annually just because of the roster stuff? I think they find that they get more value, you know, in what they can add to the game by releasing it less frequently. And I agree. See, that's bold, because I could try and power drive this, but I feel like I should not. Feel like I should take an iron here off the tee, give myself a wedge. Downhill, into wind, we're gonna cancel out and just plug where I need to be, right? No. The into wind at 60 miles an hour played a lot more. That was definitely a misread. Okay, we still make it though. Hey Raycon, how are you doing? Right idea, Call of Duty releases once a year, becomes the same old thing with some changes. Good difference between this PG and the... Yeah, it gives you more time to come up with ideas, to implement ideas. Yeah. Just make more meaningful changes in general. I am not hitting an open swing this time. No siree. Playing it safe. I know I could have maybe taken the regular driver, which we would have gotten a few more yards. Regular driver is gonna get us like here. $30 yards. Yeah. Hold it. See, come on, man. Where's that come from? Because now I've made it... Whoa, that was weird. Now I made it tough on myself. But like I think going forward is the play. I just like completely missed that one. Yeah, but this is a full pitch shot, so the difference here compared to the spinner is I can hit 100% shot, and as we can see, 100% shots are way, way better for me. Yeah, Carson, that was bad, but the recovery was pretty good. I mean, but as we all know, like, Legend is quite punishing, right? So you have to hit your marks. Just gonna bump a driver down here. I'm okay with under hitting because I think over hitting is almost guaranteeing us to be too close. I don't know. I could have gotten away with a little bit more there. This will be just a little bit short. I'll take whatever it is. I think it's gonna be something comfortable. Hold it. Yeah, I would have liked that to be that little bit longer into the right that the pull took off. But again, everything in these games is about giving yourself opportunities. Give yourself opportunities to make scores. So, like, even though we miss, it's still within a decent range. You have a putt at it. You just have to convert. Okay, we're in between clubs. This is like 13, 14 miles an hour, though, which means this is probably playing like 6. Maybe a little bit more as we go out here. The hard part for me is always kind of judging how far is the hybrid gonna go, especially once you start throwing some like headwinds and stuff into it. Playing ranked only, you're at a plus 8.7 handicap on 2K23. I mean, I guess that's probably a more accurate one if you're just playing ranked, because those are going to be pretty well just the official courses. Thing is, once you start playing like some of the harder custom tracks and stuff, like it gets all screwy. So I think my handicap comes out to be something close to like 20 something, like plus 20 something. It's one thing that I've never really trusted in these games. It'd be like a 17 yard. That's 203 to carry it. This is going to be just a touch long. Fade it, loft it. I feel like if I'm trying to take more club, that's going to be not great. Wind turns it back. Took a little bit too much off on it, potentially. Yeah. But again, the greens aren't crazy, so it's like, okay, I've got a 15-footer. You just got to make a good read and make a putt. Well, I think if we're trying to get to 11 under on the round, we're on good pace. I think we're on good pace. Calm this down. The thing is, it's like, it's accuracy and then just finding your wedges. You know, I would have to imagine a 50-degree wedge with this at the back. that I need to take just a little bit off on it. While slightly above the feet. Okay, apparently it was way above the feet because distance-wise was great, but that, like, started left. It just never changed over. Hey, nice long legs, welcome back. If you want 11 under, might want to slow down a little bit. We wanted at least 11 under, so yeah, no slowing down for us. Oh, almost. All right, the birdie train ends. Always unfortunate when you get a wedge shot like that where you're 5 yards off. But that definitely tells me quite a bit about how that lie played, and I needed to look at it a little bit longer. Second round needs to be completed in like 2 hours. It's 4 a.m. UTC, which is right now midnight Eastern. Chris, this is PGA Tour 2K25. Why break my controller with 11 under, Scott? Nah. Or you're saying if I finish this round 11 under, like, because I went 2 under in the last 9 holes, that I'd be so frustrated with it? I'm gonna try and de-loft this one a little bit. Thought 18 was the max wind? No, this is like a 20-mile-an-hour wind right now. Still short, dang. Should have gone for that choked 8. Only certain people, Matt. So there are 3 streams. I've got Twitch, we've got a horizontal YouTube, and a vertical YouTube. Waiting for a $35 sale? Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, 18 mile an hour wind. If I turn my wind meter like this, if you go across the flat bottom part, that's like 18 miles an hour. The max wind is 28. More specifically, Matt, you only see YouTube comments in the vertical stream. So the YouTube vertical and YouTube horizontal, because of the way YouTube does it, are separate streams, separate chats. So I do my best to read everything out. But yeah, they're coming from 3 different sources. 2 different YouTube ones and Twitch. Judging in increments of 6. Yeah, I think it's just best to learn how all the wins work. So like this is like 14. I think I took 8 iron. I think I clicked the wrong club. Fairly certain that I think I hit 8 iron on that instead of 9. Just a little high. Okay, that's unfortunate. Technologically inclined enough to understand how it works. Well, it's just so you can multi-stream, right? And you can even multi-stream within YouTube as a whole. So I have a vertical stream, it's in a vertical format. That is one video on YouTube, right? Because YouTube is videos. If it's live, then it gets saved as a as a video that you can watch afterwards. So there's the vertical layout video, the regular like full screen horizontal layout video, and then Twitch has the same copy as YouTube for the horizontal one. So there's just 3 of them. Each one of them has their own chat. I have a bot on my side that combines them all for me so I can see everything in one place. But for whoever's watching, whatever platform you're on, you're just gonna see what's on that platform. Still a little bit off to the left. It's gonna sit the way that I want, but didn't get the wind enough. Thought max was 30. I believe it's 28. I could be wrong. 28, I think, is the highest I've seen. I adjusted it to pass the eye test. Good birdie. Twitch shows all comments? No. Twitch just shows Twitch. So Twitch and YouTube horizontal both have the on-screen chat. But that only, so it's kind of funky because of the way that like Streamlabs picks up the YouTube chat, it basically attaches to either the horizontal or the vertical. I don't know which one it grabs. I don't know if it's the second one that I go live on or the first one. So like the combined chat is Twitch and one of the 2 YouTube streams. I do my best to read everything, but I'm only human, so we're gonna miss some stuff. I'm gonna just hit this 3 hybrid. Give ourselves a wedge into the wind. Turn the wind on max. Yeah, but the thing is, even if you do that, like it varies from course to course and round to round. Like playing with it on very high will definitely give you some indication. Yeah, you'll see some stuff, but there's also the chance that you like very high winds. We're playing very high winds right now, and they've gone as low as like 12. So yeah, it gives you a chance at it, but it doesn't guarantee you anything. I'm gonna punch this through a little bit because I feel like I need it. I'm still short. Still short on the pitching wedge. I just don't like, I don't know, trying to go up to the next club. Like, it's a choke shot, it adds 10 yards and probably cuts the wind a little bit, so it's definitely awkward. Just a bit low. Definitely read most. I try to, Matt. I really do. Like, that's, you know, obviously, like, I'm not gonna read out loud like some of the messages that are like clearly between people, unless there's something that I can chime in on, or if it's just some trolly comment, whatever. But, you know, I've always tried to do my best over the years to read everything. And if I miss something, there's like about this much chance that I'm ignoring you. Most of the times I just missed it because I'm human. There are definitely messages that you ignore because some people are just, you're like, they're either clearly trolling or just, yeah. It's still too long. That's a really tough hole. That's a really tough hole. The trolls, yeah, I mean, and the thing is, if you ignore trolls, that's a really good way for them to go away. I mean, some trolls are persistent, but the best way to get rid of trolls is to just not give them the spotlight that they're craving. Hey, what's going on, Chief Ben? Thinking of the new Happy Gilmore movie? I haven't watched it. I don't have Netflix. A little bit of an overswing, which is gonna work. Okay, that works for me. Bad winter snow-wise, we had a... So I'm in central Pennsylvania. We had a few snowstorms with a few inches. But overall nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. It was just mostly cold and windy, to be honest. I don't think I needed that much loft to cover the trees, but I wasn't taking any chances. Golfed up in Lancaster? Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll have to get out that way sometime and golf. At this point, I'm just trying to scrap together whatever golf I can, which is mostly just the range, because going out and playing rounds it's a big time commitment. You know, and just kind of in that stage of life where you got the wife and kid at home, and so you gotta pick and choose. Gotta pick and choose what you go do. That came out so far to the left. Now it's gonna kick to the left. I'm gonna stay on the green here, but I was like, I don't know if it, I think where I shaped it to what I thought was straight must have been baby fade, and so it just like held it up against the wind. If I got it going straight, then maybe we can ride the wind right to left. That's less than ideal. %66%. I need a little bit more. No, underread it. Underread it. What up, Sando? Have kid number 2 coming in 9 months? Birthday celebrate? Well, no, I've got kid number 2 coming in. What's the math on that? 7 months? Not quite birthday celebration. Although, speaking of birthday celebration, my wife did say I can, you know, I have a round of golf to redeem, you know, at some point for my birthday. You know, of like a, hey, go take the afternoon or morning or whatever to go play. So I do have that. Today was a great day, Jim. Love to hear that, man. Hey, thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yeah, we're excited. $15, more like 20. I think if you just hit it. Came up like almost 30 yards short. Okay. Misread that by a few. Overswung it by 3%. No, don't you, you son of a gun. I underswung. Gosh darn it. I suck at chipping. Man. Set the controller down for 17 years to raise your kids. Now they're getting older and getting back into it. I'm gonna try and stay into it as much as I can, because I just mostly enjoy the streaming. I mean, I do enjoy gaming in general, so we're gonna try and stick with it. But yeah, it's right now it's like, well, he's 2 years old, so I can stream when he's asleep. When we have the next one, yeah, you get back to the fun of newborn sleep. Or lack thereof. So we'll, yeah, we'll see how it goes. $83, $82. 20 yards with the soft. We're like in between. I don't normally choke them, but Sometimes it just calls for it. And I underrate it by like 2%. This is, honestly, if the game was better about it, I would putt this. I'm just so bad at chipping. Yep. 4% under. Never a chance. I'm so bad at the transition. I'm so bad at the swing path and contact. Okay, much slower on the back nine. We started scoring just about every other. Couple missed shots out there in both rounds, but we're inside the cut line. That got you a new 54-degree Callaway wedge. You went to the range on Saturday and you're going golfing. Watch Happy Gilmore 2 today. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, like, I want to get new clubs, but, like, the kids coming and stuff, and I probably just, it's probably going to be something that just gets punted down the road. I mean, maybe at some point I just treat myself to it. I'd like to get my back, you know, at least my irons and wedges and stuff, or at least the irons into the modern era. You know, we're rocking clubs that are older than I am, so that's the only thing. That's the only thing with that. I've got old Tommy Armour 845S Silver Scots. They are worn. They're well worn out. First streamer we've actually wanted to watch. Vibe was pretty dope. I appreciate that. We try and have a good time. Try and, you know, hang out, interact. You know, have good convos, but also play good golf. You know, be educational in a sense. Like, I always think out loud, you know, and I know that helps some people out, you know. But we're also going to try and play other games. I've been like very heavy on just golf for a long time, but in a couple weeks here, end of the golf season, we're going to start splitting some time between golf, golf and not golf. Which, speaking of, let me throw this into the chats while I'm thinking about it, because I have forgotten to say something up until this point. I made a poll. So if you guys are interested in the variety content and want to kind of help steer the direction in which we go let your voice be heard. So made a straw poll. It's in the Discord. If you miss out on it, you can join in there. It's in the suggestions. For the first game, I threw 3 out there that we've got access to: Star Wars Jedi Survivor, God of War, the 2018 one on the PlayStation, and Lies of P. So they're all kind of in a very, you can tell kind of the genre that I enjoy outside of golf, that like action RPG kind of game. But yeah, go let your voice be heard. I wanna have you guys be involved. You know, I can go out there and pick a game to play, but I want to at least, you know, have it steered. You know, if there's 3 games, I want to have it at least steered a little bit towards what people might find interesting. Now, I know that it might not be everyone's cup of tea. I don't have it set up to share my browser source and stuff on the vertical stream, so I apologize. But it's kind of funny when we look at my like Twitch analytics, it is such a huge fall off from golf, but not only a huge fall off from golf, it's just a huge fall off from like sports titles in general. So let me pull this up. Browser. Okay. 38% of people that watch on Twitch, because this is the analytics, because YouTube analytics don't give me this, as far as like the other category stuff. 38% of you watch golf outside of here. 9% just chatting. 9% college football 26, which that's the current sports game over time here. That'll probably fall off. 6% Warzone. 3% Wu Chang, and then 34% others. Now, the 3 games that I've suggested are not in here. This is the closest. Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is the sequel to Black Myth Wukong, I think. That's kind of in the similar genre to the games that I have put forth in the poll. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. The only thing that I'm hoping is that we have this poll open for, and please don't do this to me because it's the worst and it makes me just never know what to do. At the end of this like 3-week period or 2.5-week period that I'm going to have it open for, because I'm going to leave it open until the end of the season. Or I think I have it open to the end of the 2nd week because I know that we're guaranteed to make it through to the 2nd week. I have it open till there, so at least we kind of know by that point. Please do not leave me with a 3-way tie or a 2-way tie. The number of times on polls that I've had stuff like that happen, like we've streamed for over 9 years, it happens almost every poll. And I don't know if that's just due to community size or number of participants in the polls, or if people are just jerks, but I feel like more often than not, there's always a tie, and it's like, thank you for solving nothing. Thank you for solving nothing. You voted God of War? All right, noted. Noted. But yeah, so I'll keep an eye on that. I need to get better about remembering. Hopefully at the start of streams, I will do a better job, and we'll go ahead and I'll have I'll pin the chat for each of the chats with a link to it. Forgot to do that today, obviously. But good news is we'll be back tomorrow night and Monday night and Tuesday night. Like we're on for our normal 4 streams a week. And when we get to the point of playing variety, I think we'll have golf Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday for variety. So we'll have plenty of content, and if the variety does well, we'll keep doing it. We'll keep we'll keep cycling games. Down for suggestions to throw into it, as there are sales and such too. Yeah, as there are sales and such, we will look into adding other games into what we play. But yeah, unfortunately, I haven't had any sort of itch to play like other sports games, nor have I really had like anybody be like, man, are you playing the new Madden? Are you playing the new college football? Are you playing the new MLB? Are you playing the new NHL? Like, as you can tell from my, the engagement stats or whatever that I showed a couple minutes ago, there's not a large majority of the audience that's watching it. So, picking it, I'm trying to step outside of the comfort zone. Right, we've played like almost exclusively golf. We've played a little bit here and there, but we've played largely golf for the past almost 5 years now. But I used to be a From Software guy. I used to play a lot of Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. That series I have 2,000 plus hours in, and that was the main content before golf. So, I still have a soft spot for it in my heart, but I want to try out other games. I don't know. I don't like playing games off stream, so I want to play them with you guys. It's just finding that happy marriage if it does exist. But yeah, so we made the cut. We are inside the cut line, keeping our perfect cut making streak alive. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight. Hopefully tomorrow we can dial that swing in again and hit some good shots, make some good putts, and see what we can do on the weekend. But thank you all for spending your Wednesday night with me. Appreciate it. We're gonna go and say hello to an old friend of mine, Edenath. He's playing an enemy and item randomizer on Elden Ring. So kind of in that vein of what we were just talking about with FromSoft stuff. I enjoy that, so let's go say hello to him. Again, thank you all for hanging out, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night. Just haven't figured out that the golf is the best game, Christian. it definitely scratches the right itches for me. All right, take it easy, everybody.